Hello, flute tubers. I'm here today to tell you about my perfect day. But before I do that, let's all take a few deep breaths. It's the middle of the semester, things are getting stressful, so let's take some deep breaths. I like to breathe in through my nose 4 counts, out through my mouth 4 counts. Okay, now keep breathing deep. I'm going to tell you about my perfect day. But first, don't you think you should like my video? Perhaps leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't. It's really good karma. Here's my perfect day. Most of the time, occasionally I pick a different day, but this is a great one. It happened many years ago. I was a senior in high school. In high school, I didn't take band. The big deal at my school was choir, and the choirs were really good. So I was in choir and I would often accompany on the piano. There were 16 in my high school who went to do all-state choir, and I was one of them. And many of them were my best high school friends. We had a lot of interests in common, of course. So we carpooled out to the university in Salt Lake City where all-state choir was happening. And we went and we rehearsed together that morning. And it was a beautiful day. We went and we got lunch together. So lunch with a group of friends after we'd sung a bunch of beautiful music. And then we realized that we had been given the whole day off, but choir rehearsal was over. So did we go back to school? Of course not. We went to a local park in Salt Lake called Liberty Park, where I've spent many hours of my life. I still often go running there. It was about this time of year. It was a beautiful, perfect fall day. It was sunny, but not hot. The leaves were falling. There were plenty of colorful leaves, but we also played in some piles of leaves. I remember lying on the ground and looking up through some trees. There's a hill at this park, not a really big hill, but a noticeable hill. We went to the top of the hill and we rolled down it. It was this perfect feeling of being there with friends when everyone else was in school. We had permission to go off and be on our own and do fun things together. Does it sound too good to be true? The fact of the matter is, it probably is, because I've probably idealized it quite a bit in my mind, but with good reason. When I was in college and I was busy doing lots of performances and competitions and auditions, someone gave me the advice to pick my most peaceful, calm, beautiful, happy day that I could remember and think about it before I went on stage for a stressful event. I thought quite a bit about, okay, what is my perfect day? And this one came to mind. And there were many times, and there still are when I'm stressed, that I would put myself in this happy place and think how beautiful the park was, how wonderful the weather was, being there with my friends, feeling so safe and content, strangely privileged because I didn't have to go to school like most people did that day. It was a wonderful feeling. And we've talked about visualization before, mostly in the context of the episode where I was talking about preparing for my Carnegie Hall recital debut. There I talked about visualizing what I wanted to do and having it go really perfectly. Everything was perfect. I looked great, I sounded great, everything worked. And that kind of visualization is very useful. This is a different kind of visualization that's also very useful, but in slightly different ways. This is another kind of meditative visualization where you're putting yourself purposefully into a very calm state. And I can tell you there have been very specific times when I've been preparing for concerts, I've been backstage waiting to go out either to play an important concert or to do an important competition or audition. And I have felt doing this noticeably calming down. My heart rate gets slower, my breathing feels better, and it really prepares me to go out on stage and conquer whatever I have to do out there. You do want to breathe deeply because that will help you to control your heart rate and prep with your breathing to play your flute. But also, if you think of your own perfect day, When were you really happy and content and peaceful? When did everything in the world feel right? You forgot all of your worries. By the way, this is also a great mid-semester activity to do, just to calm yourself down. I'm showing you the most beautiful footage of Liberty Park that I was able to capture in one afternoon. Simply being in Liberty Park, taking some videos, looking at beautiful leaves and the whole park, and giving you kind of an idealized version of it. Because it is a city park, it's not perfect. But just spending a portion of an afternoon doing that calmed me down a lot. Got rid of a lot of my stress, put me in a different mindset from the busy mid-semester time that we're in right now. Do yourself a favor, take some time, think of your own perfect day. If you've got 4 or 5, great. There are a couple of others that sometimes I will go to in my mind, but this is the one after all these many years that I keep coming back to. There are so many things I love in life that were included. Music, friends, nature, playing hooky but with permission, doing something spontaneous and fun like rolling down a hill, lying in a pile of leaves. I'll tell you, I have a vivid memory of lying in a pile of leaves and rolling around and playing in it, but I actually know that could be completely made up. That could be something that I added to this day over the course of my time thinking about it because it feels so perfect. And that's okay too, because this perfect day serves its purpose of calming me down before a performance. And it's also just something beautiful for me to return to and think about how beautiful life and friendship and love and music and nature can be. Hopefully at the end of this video, you're feeling much more calm and relaxed and peaceful. Where I live in Utah, we're having amazing fall weather right now. Beautiful leaves, great weather. Enjoy it. Be sure that you enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy as many perfect days as you can and hold on to them because they will help you to be more calm, confident, collected, peaceful. They'll help you get control of your nervous system and they'll help you with your mental energy. It helps you to remember what's really important about life. When you go out on the stage, it feels like the whole world, everything hangs on those moments. It helps you put things in perspective and remember all the things in your life that truly matter, that you can hold on to no matter what happens on that stage. And that's one of the best things this visualization technique does for me, is that it helps me put things and keep things in perspective. That's not permission to stop your practicing. Go practice, but get some good rest, treat yourself right, enjoy the beautiful fall weather.